Look what just rocked up in the nick of time. I actually ran out of heart and kidney support a few days ago, so hallelujah, thank God for express delivery. What is going on, guys? So back again, another day, another opportunity to do better, be less shit. And today it's the final training session of the week, Torso B. So just finished squaring away check-ins for the day. Time to have my pre-workout meal as always. It's Groundhog Day, same shit, different day on repeat. But yeah, let's get to it. I might actually, I'll shave as well. Pre-workout meal is ready to go. Arguably the easiest 180 grams of carbs you'll ever eat. So blueberries, dates, cacao powder, International Proteins, Protein Synergy, chocolate truffle flavor, all turned into a bit of a sludge. Rice cakes, manuka honey, and with this I'll have my noon supplements. I'll also have serving number 1 of Medibolic's heart and kidney support before it, serving number 1 of Medibolic's liver support afterwards. I'll have 2 B10 HCl before, and then I can wash it down with my decaf coffee there. So yeah. Okay, let's get this show underway. I'm already behind schedule, which I don't like. Time to eat. I always get the rice cakes first. Carbs first, protein second. Because the way I see it, it's more psychological than anything. If I eat the carbs first, then my body's able to process those a little bit more efficiently straight off the bat. Because protein, as you know, slows digestion and gastric emptying. And it all gets mixed up in your stomach at the end of the day. So it doesn't really matter, but psychologically I think it does. So I always go with the rice cakes first, and then I'll go with the protein last. Except for post-workout, I go protein first, carbohydrates last for post-workout. Whatever's easier for you, yeah. I'm not fussed. Thanks. Cheers. Post-workout cream of rice, about to go down. So I've actually gone with the Nipro vegan hydrolyzed protein for a change instead of the Protein Synergy. Still international protein powder because it's the best, but just a different variation today. Then you got the frozen blueberries, dates, manuka honey, cinnamon to taste, 1 gram of diet salt, and a heck of a lot of cream of rice, or rice flour in my case, because ain't nobody got money to spend on cream of rice. Okay. Productive training session, boxed off. Final training session of the week, torso session B, torso session number 2 of the week. And now it's time for me to rest tomorrow and then repeat the whole process again, all over again in the new week, starting Sunday, because Sunday is the first fucking day of the week, not Monday. Get it right. Anyway, good session, like I said, very productive. I was able to reintroduce shoulder pressing today without any issues. Now I haven't been able to obviously do that for a long time. Shoulder subluxation back in December on the 20th. And ever since then, it's just been a painstaking ordeal of returning to normal training for shoulders and chest. But yeah, Smith pressing, incline Smith pressing now, 2.5 plates per side. It's feeling quite comfortable. No pain, no sensation as though my shoulder is going to dislocate or basically give way under load, whereas that was very much the case when I first reintroduced it a few weeks back. So things are progressively getting better week after week, which I'm absolutely stoked about. Aside from that, lateral raises are feeling better week to week as I progressively continue to chip away at them. So that's really good. It's very reassuring. All in all, training is just going very great at the moment. And I mean, I have no doubt that I'll be cracking 3 plates per side on the Smith press by the end of the year on a low incline. So that's quite exciting, the thought of that, because I haven't been able to incline Smith press 3 plates per side since, I want to say, mid-late 2023. And that was around the time, not long after, where I tore my pec. I partially tore my pec after I was finally progressing nicely on incline Smith press. And then throw in heart failure in the mix not long after that either. I mean, middle of 2024. It's been a roller coaster, I'll say that much, but I'm very stubborn when it comes to my goals. If there's anything that I am, it is relentlessly stubborn. And if someone tells me I can't do something, I want nothing more than to fucking prove them wrong. Heart is going well, by the way, a bit of an update on that. I don't want to go into too much detail because people just take it out of context. I've had people on social media make some outlandish false claims about me, which is, one, it's very hurtful, and two, it's very disrespectful. But yeah, the defamation of character aside, my heart is doing a lot better. Knock on wood, I don't jinx myself, but I'm pretty close to normal heart function again, which is fantastic news. Heart structure is completely normal again, it's just function is lagging a little bit because the viral infection I had and the bacterial infection I had caused a bit of an issue with the electrical signaling of my heart, so there's just going to be a bit of a delay, but it is recovering, which is the main thing, and I'm feeling better every single month. So that's all I could ask for. I mean, the doctors thought I wasn't going to recover. Fuck them. I wasn't letting that happen. So yeah, here I am, proving everybody wrong and working towards my goals, and it feels fucking good. And anyone who tells me I can't do something, I will flat out fucking challenge them. But yeah, solid day. That was a little bit too deep and meaningful. So yeah, bear with me. But all in all, very happy, productive, another step in the right direction. And one thing I wanted to touch on just to wrap this up is pec training. So if you're really wanting to develop your pecs, I think if you're not doing a dumbbell pullover, you are doing yourself a disservice. Now, the issue with dumbbell pullovers isn't the dumbbell pullover. A lot of the time it's the execution of the dumbbell pullover, because it can be both a great lat builder and both a great chest builder. And whether you want to do a dumbbell pullover to develop your lats or chest is heavily going to determine how you execute the movement. So with dumbbell pullovers for lats, you want to be cueing external rotation at the shoulder. You don't necessarily want to be maintaining a stack, or if you do, it's not that important. So you can allow your stack to undo itself. You want to basically go into external rotation at the shoulders and then drop the hips, drop the pelvis down away from the shoulders. So it works best to kind of lean or set yourself up sideways on a bench if you want to do a dumbbell pullover for lats, and basically let your hips hang off the edge of the bench and drop down toward the floor as you go into that stretch position, and then basically come back up, maintaining that external rotation at the shoulders. So that kind of a setup, and just basically working through the dumbbell pullover like that with your hips toward the floor. Whereas if you want to do it for chest, you want to do the exact opposite. You want to bring the hips up, level with the torso, level with the diaphragm. You want to kind of stack everything, maintain a stack, keep the abs on to maintain that stack, and you want to cue internal rotation of the shoulder, and then perform the dumbbell pullover with that internal rotation cue. And that's the best way I can kind of summarize it, or I guess separate the dumbbell pullover from a lat bias pullover to a chest bias pullover. And what I find works best for chest, especially people who struggle to maintain a stack, lay on a bench properly. Whereas on a bench, if you're trying to do it for the lats, you want to kind of lay off the edge of the bench sideways. But lay the conventional way on a bench if you want to do dumbbell pullovers for chest. And if you're still struggling to maintain a stack and keep everything neutral through your trunk, put your feet on the edge of the bench. So feet up, think like feet up bench press, but feet up dumbbell pullovers, and then perform the pullover. And I can guarantee you'll feel a lot more chest. When it comes to the range, you don't need to go all the way up here for chest. Just basically work in that deep stretch and then come up to about here. And just working in that range is fantastic for chest. But yeah, it was definitely one of the very few movements that really did help bring up my chest significantly over a number of years of performing it. So I couldn't recommend it more than I am right now. Definitely give it a crack if you haven't done it before. And if you have done it before, but you potentially not done it correctly, give it a go, do it correctly, and you'll be quite surprised with how effective it is as a movement. But yeah, because of the action that you're going through, it's very unique, it's very different and distinct from any other chest focused movement that you could do, any other chest movement that you could do in the gym, which is why I think it is so invaluable. Similar to how like a leg extension targets the rect fem and the quads in a way which no other exercise does. The dumbbell pullover targets the chest in a way in which no other exercise does effectively. So I really could not recommend it more than I am right now. Anyway, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Peace out for now. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good shit. And I'll see you in the next video.